Okay, I've got my Logopro open and I'm going to record my data for radius and area of a circle. So first things first, I double click over here and name my column. This is radius. I give it a short name R, and the units for mine were squares. Then I've got to record my area in column Y. So area, the short name is A, and the units we decided were squares squared. Superscript squared. Okay. My radius was 2, and my area 13. 4 was my next biggest one. 50. 6 with 112. 8, 200. 10 with 320. 12, 450. 14, 615. And you can see as I'm doing this, the graph's being plotted automatically. 16 had 800. 18 had 1020. I know I counted all these squares, and 20 squares across, and the radius had an area of 1255. So here's my graph. If I put a line of best fit or a linear fit on that, we can see that it has a, let me just make this a little bit bigger. Appearance, size, 14. It has a y-intercept of minus 279, so this would go down and would meet the axes down here at minus 279, and that means that when I had a radius of 0, my area was minus 275, which doesn't really make sense. So we're at the point where we realize that this actually looks more like a curve, these dots, and perhaps a straight line doesn't fit. I recognize this curve as a top opening parabola, and I know that the rule for a top opening parabola is y equals x squared. The radius is my x, so I'm going to make that a squared. So I want the computer to calculate a squared of all of these values, of the 2, of the 4, of the 6. So I go to data, I'm going to put a new column, and the computer's calculating something, it's calculating squares, so it has to be a calculated column. So this is going to be my radius squared. My short name is going to be R superscript 2 squared. And my units before were squares, so now they are squares squared. My expression is what I want the computer to do. So I want it to get radius and square it. So I find in my variables radius, and squared is shift 6, 2. That's to the power of 2. So I've now done that, and over here, hiding over here is my r squared values. So now I want to plot those on a graph. I want to plot, just like in my notes, a test plot of r squared and area. So I'm going to insert a graph, and automatically it comes up the axes are just what it's chosen randomly. But I want area, just like I had before, to not be changed. So I just click on that once and change that to area. And down here I want radius squared. Oh, there it is, radius squared. And there I have it. Looks like my straight line data. I can fit to that. Look at that correlation. Oh, 1.000. And my slope is 3.138, rounded off 3.14. Very, very nice.